but the brief was keep it simple, get a system in place that's user-friendly, not only in the office, but for the end users as well. I would say for a company of our scale, we're using systems and processes that are massively out of date considering the volume that we bring in.
We had a sort of basic Excel sort of register that we manually created, so we get our drawings in from clients and then the document controllers would then manually sort of open them up, look at the drawing title, number, revision, stuff like that, and enter all of that into an Excel spreadsheet, and then they would sort of issue that out to each person that's involved in that job that the drawings were for.
When you look at the numbers, which is typically 250 drawings per site, we're doing 200 sites a year. Try to do quick maths, but that's about 50,000 drawings, and that's assuming that there's no revisions. Now each entry has to get done manually. Each hyperlink has to get done manually. There's not only the time element of it, there's the human error, which does happen. The guys are under pressure trying to put this work out. Information's coming in quick, we need to get it back out. And it was one thing that we noticed in our company that we need to massively improve on and bring a system in place that suits our company. Because it is quite unusual, we're a groundworks contractor, and essentially we've got 100 people sending information in and we're only sending that out internally. We were almost looking for something that we could tailor to suit our business, which probably sounds ridiculous, but the brief was keep it simple, get a system in place that's user-friendly, not only in the office, but for the end users as well. Trimble we have a relationship with in terms of the geospatial side, the total stations, GPS, machine control and what have you. Trimble Connect we're very familiar with, and it was actually Viewpoint was one of the ones that we almost presented for tender to see if we could get something kind of customised to fit our business. And it was only during the presentation that ProjectSight was presented, and then almost immediately after a 10 minutes into the demonstration, we realised that this is the one. It was fit for purpose. That's probably the only way to try and describe it. It was perfect for our business.
ProjectSight has been written from the ground up with AI enabled in the background, which makes it an incredibly clean, easy to use, easy to take into use, very scalable. It's highly customizable, but without losing that simplicity, which makes it really simple to take into use in the field.
With products in this space, they can have a long period of time to be up to speed, for it to be onboarded within a business. ProjectSight eliminates that. It's pretty much ready to go from the get-go. It can grow organically in the business, so if you're a small business and you're looking to gradually expand your use of it, it's a good solution for that.
During an initial onboarding, the customer would buy a professional services package where we'll kind of take them through all of the different elements of the system, tailor it for them to make sure it works for them. Customers can choose whether they get that delivered on site, so we can travel to their offices, or they may wish to travel to our offices, or we can deliver that remotely, whichever, or a hybrid approach, whichever suits them best. We also offer configuration services as well, so we can help them to set up the software if that's required also.
The support's been great. They've sort of answered any questions that we've had, any queries. It does help that everything's pretty straightforward, and they do have clear sections for if you need help, where to go and look for it, and they've obviously got the service team that you're able to call up and sort of get through to straight away. And then I think as well the fact that we're able to come down and do sort of in person, and it's easier for to ask questions and sort of brainstorm and that.
So with this system here, we're training, I think it's 5 people, but we can now push that out to 500 people. But the benefit of that on certain projects is a different level.
And it's the cost of change, which I think a lot of customers are concerned about. The speed at which ProjectSight can be adopted, the indications that we've had from customers already in the market is absolutely sensational. We can have it implemented in just a few days with high customizability, and makes it really easy because of the AI enablement that's in there for us to be able to go on and scale. So the cost of change actually is reduced quite significantly.
So we have a couple of sites that have restricted access, say, on mobile phones. What we've realised that we can do is that we can install this ProjectSight onto the guy's TSC7 controller, and it allows him directly from his controller to access the same information he would on a mobile phone or tablet. So just again, it's another tool that makes this stand out that no one else can I believe do. In time, as we develop and as the program develops, we'll introduce more modules so we can look at the RFI and how we can maximise these types of things, and also we can incorporate that into, I guess, the more site management aspect of that as well. But for us, it's understanding at a simple form straight away, and then something that we can build on and learn along with support from Trimble and benefit our business in the long term.